Very good. Let me do this again. So, okay, sorry guys, we had a technical problem. Okay, and here I want to tell you guys that I'm sorry for this technical problem, but we have everything sorted out right now. And I want you to know that I'm very excited to be here in this third episode of the podcast from Mundo Gamer Jobs, the one and only career game industry podcast. And today we have two very important people from the concept art area. They are people who bring drawings into life inside games. So please receive with me Andrea Cappa and Douglas Coelli. Okay, I'm saying again just to be better. And here are them. They are here. We can hear their voices. You can introduce yourselves. Hi, Douglas. How are you, man?
Hello, Rafael. Thanks for having me.
Okay, fantastic. And
Hey
you,
guys,
Andrea?
hey everyone, hi. Yeah, same as Rafael. Great to be here, and yeah, thank you, Rafael, for the invitation.
No, it's my pleasure. My pleasure to have you guys here. It's fantastic because this is the third edition, and I am so happy because, like I told you guys before the invitation, right? We are talking to everybody in the industry, so we can also talk about your area, which is an area that I
Mm-hmm.
am very curious about. Okay, I have some questions for you guys. And it's something very extraordinary to put you guys here with us and explain to the public how it is the concept art world. How did you guys enter? Because they are very curious, and we always have during our podcasts people that really want to enter in this area. They want to start working in this area, and we already had localization one, a UX design one, and this is the concept art one. So this is fantastic, and I'm very thrilled to have you guys here. I'm very excited. So just one question, because this is the question everybody asks every time to me. Okay, Douglas, can you tell us about how did you start in this area? What motivated you to be a concept artist, a 2D artist, and why games? Okay, can you tell us that?
Okay, I'm much more than I start with the 2D, but I work much more with the 3D part. But when I started, it's a little funnier because I'm someone from the mechanical engineer, and I was working in the metallurgical side of the in siderurgical and those kind of things. I create 3D projects for the industry. I create cars, engines, and a few things like that. And I got almost 10 years in the metallurgical and projects for this area, but I got very bored, and I think I need to make a jump through a new area, and I start and look at the game area and think, I believe I can do something like this. I already working with 2D projects for the engineers. It will not be that different. It's a lot of different, but when you have the base from area, you can migrate. So it was a kind of a leap of faith because I left everything and start doing art for games. Got a few jobs as a freelancers. I start my own company, art company, having my almost 14 employers. But come the pandemic, and we dropped to something like four, four employers. And in this moment, Animus come to me and said for me to become a full employer, full time for them. But I have my own team, so we I just not I'm alone, but with my all my team, Animals brought us, and we become a more big company. So this is just a very resume from what happening and where I come from.
Fantastic, but very good, very good. So this is something cool about
Mm-hmm.
concept art, right? So you don't need really to start working in games properly, right? Like you said, you started in a company and all that, and but you also have the capability to work with games. So this is good because maybe somewhere, Okay, you that are watching this, you are working in a company and you are thinking, oh my God, I want to have a career exchange. You can go to a games area right now. Okay, Douglas told you that. So,
Yeah.
congratulations, Douglas, for your
Thank you,
life
thank
and
you. Just
profession.
another point, because in Brazil it's more complicated, because you don't have too much of the helping for too many places, because when you are in other areas, you think you don't have to. You cannot go to a new area and you think, oh, sometimes I'm too old or something like that. But you always can do it. Believe me, believe yourself.
Yes, of course. Fantastic. This is awesome. And you, Andrea, how was your life like? How did it start for you as a concept art to the artist, and how did you decided, okay, work with
Mhm.
games?
So I would say a bit similar to Douglas. Like I did a lot of jobs that were definitely like not related to the creative side, but I wanted to be an architect when I was young. So yeah, I thought that drawing, if you wanted to make it as a professional, this was like the only way. But then eventually, well, I always liked playing video games, watching cartoons, reading comics, and one day I landed on the art books for animation, and I saw all the production work and all the drawings, and I was like, oh, so you don't have to be only an architect, no, or like Duda said, an engineer. Like you can actually make a living in these other fields. So yeah, I grew up in Latin America, but I moved to Europe and I applied to a toy company. That I happened to walk in a store and see the toys and liked it. And yeah, on a very like unexpected day, I was applying to a lot of places, and then I received an email to have an interview and go through the process. And that's how it started in toys and now in mobile games. So yeah.
This is awesome, fantastic. So we have one person from cars to games and
Yeah.
from toys to games. This is amazing. This is very cool. This is fantastic. Yes. I told people when I
Yeah.
started as working as a localization expert, I started with this. I was hungry for translation. I always wanted to translate things, and I've always liked games. And I said one day, okay, I want to localize a game to. We always thought like translate a game, right? So we didn't know the correct term, and I started localizing games for fun, like just getting parts, understanding it, and I started working for TV series, and then I ended up working with games. So this is awesome. The three of us have a very solid background. This is awesome, very good. I'm very happy for this. It's always good to see that. Do you guys have like
Yeah,
a defining moment or a project that made you say, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life? Like any project that really made you enter in the game industry that you can
Yeah,
talk about, of course.
um,
you want to start, Andrea?
sure. For games, yeah, for games, for me, it's been recently, like where I'm working right now. But before that, yeah, as I mentioned, it was toys and animation for a long time. But yeah, games was like always a long term like goal. So yeah, the breakthrough has been recent in video games. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
good, good. Do you have
Good.
any project that you love and you can talk about? Because everybody knows that we always have NDA contract. So is there anything you can talk about, like a project that you loved?
for sure, for sure. There's one here in Spain where I started. It's called Super Things. So it's basically like stories between superheroes and villains. And yeah, they did collectible toys. and they even did animated series, both in 2D, 3D. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Then I worked also on a project on a Disney show, which was amazing. And currently, Avatar World, which is it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and there's also a lot of people from Brazil working. So it's a
This is
similarity.
this is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I believe my first project because it was a I always loved video games. I have a when I was a child, I have a Atari. I played a lot of Mega Drive, Master System,
Mm.
Super Nintendo. But it looks so far away reality as a Brazilian to see the industry of gaming. So when I released my first project on Steam and I look at, oh, okay, I can live with that. I think that was it was the Dungeon Crawler project because it's already on Steam on 2018. And I went to Brazil Game Show, went to Biggie with this project, and when I really realized that I can make money, bring money to home to my family, and this is something I can do for all my life, and I think okay, I can even do this for free, but I will be paid for doing something I really love. And it was this time even from the beginning when I first released our game on Steam. I think this is what I'm gonna do all my life, and I'm really happy with this. So it was the first project.
This was the breaking point, right? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
amazing, guys. Amazing. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Very good.
amazing.
You see, guys, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has one project that makes them feel in love with. Some of them already starts playing games, right? Some of them already start their lives playing, and then they want to have a career in the future with this, with what they love. I always tell people that choose to work with what you love, and you will never work one day in your life. So if you select the love you job, like the job you love, you will never work one day in your life. So it's awesome. It's better to deal with pressures
Yeah.
and all that. And talking
yeah.
about pressures, okay, when you guys receive a project, let's say like concept art for a character, what is the deadline for that?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting question. Douglas, you go first on this.
Okay. Shit, you got
If
the
you
easy
want.
one. Yeah, that's something very
Mhm.
difficult because when you are in a project, you always have deadlines. You say something funny, Rafael, because you say that you when you work with something you love, you never work because sometimes it's very difficult because working with games, there's a lot of
Mm.
multidisciplinary things you have to do when you work with the engine, and you sometimes you go through some barriers that you think almost is impossible, but sometimes it's hard. But yes, it's much better you deal with those kind of problems with something you love than something you hate, of course. But okay,
Yeah.
when I receive a character and we have a deadline. The deadline is when, as me as art director, when I say it's enough. Because if you let the artist working in something and polish, he will never stop. So you must understand when you reach at something, you say, okay, can be a final product, because you always want more. As an artist, so we always want to improve that and get it better and better. But
Yeah.
you don't have like, oh, okay, a character always will be 2 weeks. That's a lie. A character will be a month. It depends on the project. It depends on how much you can polish that thing, how much you can bring life to character. It's obvious you want to deliver something. It's not the public won't like, the direction won't like, the client won't like. But you have to make a point and say as a director and say, okay, this is the point we can pass to another task in the deadlines because it's not like you will receive just one character to do for a game. You receive characters, you
Mhm.
receive enemies, you receive environments, you receive a bunch of things. If you don't organize all those things and put a deadline for a team, you want to reach the end of the project and the artist loves to polish and create more and more and more. So it's the art director that needs to understand when the project is done.
Very good. Very well explained. Do you have something to add or
Mm.
something to tell, Andrea?
Um, I would say, yeah, my experience has been working so within a production pipeline, depending where you work, but I've had the experience of having producers in charge of setting, for example, a certain time frame from the moment that you start. Of course, this time frame sometimes is done through estimations. So thanks to the people that are the producers, they are flexible. So you can tell them like, hey, look, I need like a day more to work on this. But usually, when it's well structured, people will kind of know, depending on your tasks, how long you will last. I guess, yeah, that's
Very
what I
good.
would add to the rest. Yeah.
No, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Mm,
I think there is always good to have someone like managing all the process, right? So
It's important. It's
for
important.
yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
it's
have an
really important.
artist director and artist manager, right? In the teams and all that. This is all good. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, because if you
Yeah.
need to think that a lot of artists have their own styles, you have their own ways to do the things. If you don't have a manager to help with them, to just think about the art, let the manager organize the team and set the deadlines. A manager, art director needs to know their team. I know my best 3D
Mm,
artist to create characters. I know my best artist to make textures. So it's important this connection.
Fantastic, fantastic. And since you guys are artists,
100%.
who is your main inspiration? To start when you started. Did you have like someone that had a heavy influence at your work?
For sure. So many.
Yeah.
Um, oh my God, yeah. Douglas, you want to go ahead? I'll wait,
Andrea is
but I
You
still
have a
know,
lot.
thinking.
Yeah,
only person.
I have, I have a
I
lot.
can say yeah, because in Brazil we have a lot of Rafael Grassetti in the mail because he was the art director from God of War. It's not really big, but in Brazil we have the more like games we focus a lot because we think about the a long time ago there's a not a long time but there is a Chris the studio that all their games they're doing the Dragon Chase they look very amazing but I have in my family artists so my uncle, he do tattoos. You can see I have a lot of tattoos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he have almost 20 years doing tattoos, so he was a great inspiration. So, but I don't know. Every day we watch in ArtStation, in LinkedIn, Instagram. We have this lot of references it's difficult just one person because you have a lot of information a great and amazing artists all around the world so just one person is really difficult.
Okay,
Yeah,
very good,
yeah.
very good.
Um,
It's
yeah, I guess for for me, early on, it was from like comics, like Alberto Uderzo from Asterix and Obelix. Um, you get other people like Scotty Young and Brett Bean from comics. I really love what they do. From your guys' side in Brazil, I really like Mike Acevedo. I don't know. I think you've probably heard of him. And Mateus Oliveira. I think he works for Supercell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I know.
those
They're
guys, yeah, a lot of respect and always, yeah, being inspired by like you said, Douglas. There's so many. Like the list could be on and on. For like different things that you like.
Very good.
But yeah.
Awesome. No, this is awesome.
Mhm.
I like very much, a lot of people, like you guys said, like these guys from Supercell and all that. Tattoos, people that make tattoos, they really need to know how to draw things. It's
yeah.
it's one awesome thing. One of the artists that I have met in my life, and I like very much his work, is Samwise Didier. He worked for Blizzard. He created the Pandarians, the pandas,
Yeah.
in World of Warcraft. One day I wanted to do a tattoo. I have a panda here in my arm, and he drew this on my arm, and then I went to a ink studio and I tattooed that. So it was amazing. So it was very, very cool. For him to do that.
Nice.
This is awesome. So you see the talent, right? And this is very good. Douglas mentioned Rafael Grassetti, and Rafael Grassetti is a fantastic person.
Amazing.
You know, he is very good.
Yeah.
I hope one day we can reach him and bring him here to talk. It would be amazing. And bring you guys together. Why not, right? Have a foreign people conversation here about concept art. This will be awesome. But very good,
It'll be
guys.
fun.
Very
Mm.
good. I love this. So, for example, um, one thing that people like to know in the podcasts, it is how does it start the process and how does it end. So, can you guys try to explain, even if you work in different ways, different games,
Mm.
because mobile and console or PC games, they have maybe they have different art styles and all that. So can you guys talk us about how it is the concept art process from brief, from start to final render? How does that work?
You want to start this
Um,
one, Andrea?
well,
I will let for you.
mhm. Sure. It's only
It's
it's
like
only fair. It's only fair, Douglas. Okay. So again, depends where you're working for, no? But when it's very, I guess, organized, you can start off by what they call a kickoff or a launch. And this is normally when the art director tells you and explains you what you're supposed to do, what's expected from the task that you're given. And the way I usually go about it is I try to look for as many references as possible
Yeah,
to really get the art style of the project like in your head, in your hands, everywhere. And then yeah, I'll always have like the briefing or your notes close by or your recording. Like even the recording, I sometimes re-listen to what they're saying while I'm doing, and then I go to sketch. I'll go to sketch very fast, very loose. Sometimes what I'm doing is not at all polished. Like maybe it's a character and it doesn't have the I don't know the right proportions or the right anatomy, but the idea you start to see it like come alive. And yeah, and most recently in mobile games, I mix between sketching and painting because like what I mean asked for is directly in color. So I would quickly sketch and then paint. and then I mix. I go, and for me, it's faster to just paint on top and yeah, find the shapes you're looking for. And once this idea is clear, then I'll maybe clean it up a little bit depending the time frame that I have, and prepare it in a certain maybe format if it's needed. Like depends again where you're working, and yeah, and present this to the art lead and wait for feedbacks and comments and notes.
Fantastic. You have something to add, Douglas?
Oh, not too much, but because we work much more with 3D games. We do a lot of rough sketches, just to understand what will
Mm.
the 3D arts will need, because you need sometimes a turnaround of the character, and it depends too much about the style of the game, because sometimes you are creating like a retro shooter game and you need some more like how do you think translate the 2D for the 3D part, or you want to create a realistic game, so what you need in the 2D part that will be translate for the 3D, because when you have too much different styles on 3D, you need to bring something different on the 2D, because it helps a lot for the 3D artists, because your works do not depends for the older peoples, because the next artist will based on what you do and what you are creating, so the final product will need to pass to other peoples or be animated or something like that. The only difference is sometimes in the 2D part you need to work with the idea of render materials, where you simulate what the 3D part will be will see in the his final piece of art of the 3D. Just so the this
Mhm.
more step, because the idea of the 2D is not the end in a 3D game.
Fantastic. This is this is awesome. I think everybody knows what is the process right now. You know, like from the start until the end. I think this is very important because people are very curious. You know, so this is awesome. This is good to see. And how do you guys deal with creative block or a blank canvas moment?
Mhm. Yeah, those do happen, don't they, Douglas?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it
it's
happens.
complicated because as
Mm.
we said before, we have deadlines and we need to end the project. So I believe every artist needs to have to a way to make like a small flip of mood, because it's something I do when I'm feeling a little blocked. I go some wash some dishes to just make the ideas.
Mhm.
You stay away from what you are doing. I go there, I feed some my cats, I do something, just a I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to before I come back to see what I'm doing. Sometimes the blocks takes much longer, it's obvious, but I believe this shift helps a lot of the artists to bring back from what he's doing, so why he's doing. As I said before, we have deadline, so we cannot give us the pleasure to, oh, I will keep a week away from my job. No, it's a faraway reality, because when you are working in games, you are
Mhm.
working in a product, you always have something you need to do, because it's fun, we love, but it's our work. It's our real work, and we need to give our time for this. So more like that.
Fantastic. And you, Andrea,
Yeah,
how do you deal with that?
yeah. Uh, I mean, depends work-wise. If inspiration doesn't come, I would again like dig into the references about art that is like maybe already done for the project and just um, see what other artists are doing in the project, and yeah, it's and then I might go scrolling through, I don't know, for through Pinterest, through like real life photography, but it's tricky because you cannot go such a long time, like looking for this information. So that on the work side. And just on a day to day, I would say, like Douglas said, at a point, just do something that is completely not related um, to the profession. I do think artists at a certain point need to do absolutely nothing, or whatever it is, like go have a walk, or yeah, do the dishes, and have like this pause, because I think like in any other job, if your brain is constantly thinking, you might need to like relax and then keep on doing things that you like, that are in the end related to art, because that's why you're doing the profession, because there's other creative things that you like that will for sure start
Fantastic.
over again the inspiration. Yeah.
No, this is awesome. This is awesome. It's very good to know because
Um,
I think a lot of people who are watching, they probably sometimes maybe they don't know how to deal with that. So, hear you guys talking about that, it is fantastic. Douglas is having some trouble
Yeah,
with.
I'm here, but the camera decided to turn off. But I'm still here, guys. I'm just correcting everything, but we can continue. Don't worry.
Okay, very good, fantastic, man. Glad to
oh
hear
yeah.
that. So, for example, when we talk about art right now, okay, and this has to be asked, like, how do you guys feel about AI?
Ooh,
Whoa, the yeah,
this is it.
funny.
This is the trending. This is very trendy.
Uh,
Yeah.
this is polemic.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, it is because
yeah.
some people, like people that are not from the area, they defend because it's something like they think as, oh, it's a cool thing, right? But
Mm.
you guys that are part of the industry, this is a profession. What do you think about that?
I think from an ethical point of view, like I believe like every creator should have the recognition and the retribution to what they're doing. So that's on the one side. Um, as a professional, if you're being asked to use it, I would just see it as a tool. Um, so yeah, I would stop there. Uh,
Okay, very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Douglas, what would you do? What
Oh,
would you
guys,
say about
okay,
that?
okay. It's something that's happening, and it's not like we're gonna make
Yeah.
it stop. That's I need to. I believe to the industry needs to put a foot on the ground here, because we need to make it like how can I say this? Uh, the legal thing needs to be just like Andrea said. The artist needs to, if his art is using, his need to get his part of this, because we see a lot of the artists being exploited like this. We see a lot of jobs, of people losing their jobs, and it's something real right now. If we are asked to use it, we are using just like a tool, just like Andrea said. I see in the future, right now it will be a little messy, the art part, but I see in the future, or just artists will be using the artists who really do art. Okay, will have their price raised, because we look like artisans, and just
Yeah.
like you have fast food and the people who consume that, you have people who want something much more with more colors, more humanity, and it's a real thing. I see a lot of people using AI in publicity, but I truly believe that the artists will keep on doing their jobs, because when you need something more humanity, more customizable, you have the artist working on. It's something that will keep in follow us. You have the people who want something quickly and doing not with the best professionalism, and you have the people who really wants to the final product to be made from some human. Because I today when I saw a game that was the only I will not buy it.
Mhm.
I will have my kind of want to stay a little far from this, and I want products made by games. Yesterday, I saw not just talking about the game, but talking about the entertainment industry in like everything. I'm having a short film in festivals, because I'm a director from short movies too. And I
Nice.
saw a
Mm.
classification about just like movies made, shorts made with AI. So it's something that already have a space.
Yeah.
I am really feeling like okay, I'm trying to fight here with AI, even inside the moving side part. So it's something that needs to be a foot on the ground for me, and the you need laws to make it if you everyone using my art for AI, they need to at least give me the credits for working this. It's a very deeply talk. I believe it can
Yeah.
be a one fully podcast just talking about this and how the artists are doing.
Let's
I
do
make
it
the
sometime.
mood go down. Sorry, guys.
No, of
No,
course,
but
we can create a topic about AI. Yes.
guys, I'm convinced that it doesn't do the same job that we do. I do believe that you will always need people behind the machines, like taking the decisions. Um, Maybe some jobs will be reduced, but this has happened like in a lot of other areas with technology. And yeah, and in the end, your experience and how much knowledge you have will be valuable um, within companies. We that's how we function. So yeah, I just wanted to wrap it up with a bit of hope there.
No,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah, me
true.
too, me too.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. I think the most because AI is I have made these questions in all the podcasts about localization, UX, and now you guys, and I will probably talk about AI in the next episodes as well. Why? Because I want people to hear from the industry, not because we are okay. We are the experts about it, right? Because we studied, we worked in the industry, and all that, but we want to people know that AI is a tool, not a means to
Yeah.
an end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the most important message I want to pass, in the podcast about AI. Not saying like, oh, it's wrong to use or anything, because some people will request you to do it, but I'm telling you
Yeah.
that, okay, at least use as a tool, not don't rely on it, don't depend on it. This is my
Yeah.
idea. Even about art. I think this is awesome and very good.
Mhm.
You guys are awesome. And congratulations, Douglas, for the short videos director
oh,
that you
thanks.
are. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's a 20 minute
What's the name?
move. It's not released yet. We'll be releasing in
Mm.
a few festivals. I'm already have the all the localization for English. So soon
Awesome.
I will be releasing for everyone to see. It's in my degree I've made it not I'm alone because we never do something like that alone. But it was a 20 minutes short film, and soon I will be releasing for everyone to watch.
Very good. Very good.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thanks,
Congrats,
thanks.
man.
Yeah, it's very good. I have worked in indie projects, okay, indie game projects, and sometimes we bring some ideas, right? I saw concept artists to the artist bringing some ideas to the team, and then the narrative team changes
Mhm.
the character, for example, like how the character would look like. So how it is for you guys when you finish a concept and then because of a change of mind in the production they say, okay, redo it. How is it for you guys? No,
Yeah.
I know this is a difficult question, but it is a question that all artists have to deal with, and will have to deal with at some point. So how is it for you guys?
I think it's part of the job.
Yeah.
Like definitely it's like one thing is being an independent artist and exactly doing whatever you want, and then another thing is like having a job, like having to understand the vision of the project of the art director of the lead. Um, so yeah, if I don't think it's as many as needed to get it like on the right path. No, you do this as an art director, you know a lot about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Sometimes as art
Yeah.
director, we come with a few changes that I know the artist in the outside of the cow wants to break my neck. But sometimes we
Yeah.
work a lot of outsourcing, and when you work with outsourcing, sometimes a few of those ideas change in the other side, and we need to talk about. Not just we sometimes not just okay, if you want this, we want to change again and again and again. It's much more like okay, why do you want this? Can't we approach with something we already made it? Because just like I
Yeah.
said before, if you work with 2D for a 3D and you are in the end of the process and you come with a big change, sometimes it's not the best time to do it. So you need to see if it will depend a lot of okay, we are completing the project and we want to change the main character. Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe
it's a
it's not the
harsh.
right time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
not the
it
right time.
it's surely not.
The main
No.
character, specifically that one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to do it in the end of the project. Okay, maybe this is not
Yeah.
the best idea.
Yeah.
So you need to put your foot down and say, okay, guys, want let's not do this, or what we can do to approach for what the client wants. And I believe it's
Mm.
something that you need to talk about. If it was in the early part of the project, it's not a big issue. You just do it and do it
Mm.
because Andrea can correct me if I'm wrong, but in a
Yeah.
start of a project, you do a lot of sketches, for the main character, from the creators, from the everything. You do a lot of sketches, and I believe 8% goes down, and you just use 20% of the what will be in the sketch. You just cut the much part and use just what you see. Okay, this is will be the one we you're gonna use. So we do a lot of
Yeah.
few works in this.
No, okay. Yeah. Uh,
Completely. Yeah.
yeah, is the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah. And in
Andrea?
the yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I would say that just yeah, yeah. Also, you're working within a team, so there's a lot of people who will like take decisions or complement the idea that you have, and then you get hopefully something at the end that is amazing between a lot of people. So it's just yeah, it's part of the job to adapt and hear what others
Yeah.
can contribute. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is
Mm,
amazing. I think right now we have a lot of people that are probably
mm,
working on their games, because we have a lot of game devs that watch us and all that. So, what advice do you have for them when they make a meeting? Like they have the narrative team, the developing team, and all that. I don't know if it is. Normally, some studios they like to
mm,
do a more separate meeting with the art area instead of putting everybody together to decide about something. You know, the artist,
mm,
some projects that I have seen, they didn't have like an active voice in the project. They were there just receiving information on how to do something like a scenario or an asset or something. But what advice could you give to new game devs, people with new games and all that, about art? Like one example, hey man, put me in the meeting, something like this. Like, what advice can you give them? Why? Because sometimes they
yeah.
might get lost during the milestones because they don't have a complete conversation and connection with the whole team. So, what do you guys can tell to these new guys?
Mm.
Want to start, Andrea?
Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll say I think the easiest way to get everybody aligned is, for example, a mood board, or have like again like images, or in games like characters, icons of things that you all agree to like. If it's related to, yeah, even I guess 2D, 3D, and like, or backgrounds or whatever, and like this will create a funnel. And I do believe that sometimes if you have fewer ideas, it's more clear. Same as if you have maybe a lot of people, I don't know, 10 people. If you can have three people, there are the ones that like know the field of art and can take decisions. That is good. And then you can always listen to people, but at a certain point, yeah, there has to be you're on a clock, like it can go on like forever making changes.
Fantastic.
What do you think, Douglas, on this? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I believe what can I say? It's much more for the art directors. When I start to become
Mm,
art director, I'm starting to listen more my team instead just
mm,
implementing what are my ideas and what they need to do. I believe I don't have the reason we don't have the power of the being have the final word for everything. I need to listen my team a lot. So it's something I say to all directors. You need to understand your team, understand what the capabilities, and everyone can help you. Obviously, as a art director, you need to filter a few things. What is a too great idea and what need to be done, but I believe it's you have to have conversations with the team. Do it through the Animals being a
mm,
studio that is a fully remote studio, so we have peoples all over the country, and we already have the problem that we are far away from everyone. If I do not listen to my team, you won't have the best of what they can offer for you. So I believe I know sometimes it's difficult to believe. I know it's something. This is something mine. I always listen to everyone. I listen much more than I talk sometimes, because I think they can really help me to achieve the best for the project. But
yes.
I believe when you are in an artist position and you need to be listened, go to your art direction, talk to him, speak to him. I know sometimes there are people that act like they have the minimum power of everything, but I believe talking is the best best way to achieve something like that. And for a production side of the thing, for everyone starting the industry, what I will finally say, start small. Start with the idea, something indie. Do not try to create the biggest thing. When you are polishing something small, you see shine. You see something will bring you a new idea, and you can improve this idea and polishing it even more and more, and you bring the best project for yourself. So start small, start with characters. I believe this is the difference between something like an AI, because when you care about something, the
Yeah.
entertainment we create it for people, AIs don't will consume entertainment. So we start with project small and talk with your team. I believe this is the best way for you to be glad working with games.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sometimes simple goes a bit further, no?
Sure,
So that's
sure,
if it's
agree.
simpler. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
Mm, mm.
And do you guys have one project or a piece of the project that you are very proud of doing? Something that you did and you say, wow, it's my work.
Yeah, but I can't
Mm.
show.
No, 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 no. Don't worry. If
No.
I'm just asking if you can talk about it or something,
Yeah.
if you have something. And if we can wait for
Mm.
it, because if there is something coming up.
Yeah, there's something coming up.
Okay, good, good. And you,
I
Andrea?
love creating. I believe
Yeah.
what I'm much more like is creating creatures like monsters and a few things like that. You can see on the art station. I like to create creatures that like a nightmare, and we are working on a new game, and I believe in the next month, not to promise anything, we'll be inserting in the wish list on Steam, but a few things to come. And there's a lot of things we done in this project, and it was amazing. We're really happy with the project.
Fantastic, fantastic, very good. And you, Andrea, can you say something without compromise
Yeah.
yourself? Like I don't want to compromise you, or anything. So.
My hands are tied. I can't
I
just.
know how it feels.
um, I would say something that I'm proud of. It's not the thing that I like to do the most, but on two projects, I've had to do water parks,
Oh,
like a design of a whole water park.
Cool.
And this like started off in one project where I did this water park, and it's really complex, because you have like slides that go in twirls, and then you have toboggans, and you have like endless amount of things going on. And I was like, when I did that first time I did the water park, I was like, okay, I did it one time, I'm not gonna do it again. But I happened to put it in my portfolio, and then the studio that later hired me, they said like, we have a water park, and we saw that you can do it, so you're gonna do it now for us. And I was like, okay, sure. So definitely, I'm proud of being able to design water parks.
fantastic! No, this is awesome. This is awesome. But I am
Yeah,
sure we are going to see something coming up from you as well. Offshore, offshore.
yeah,
It's so awesome,
for sure.
so awesome.
Next year it will come out. It's a series for Disney called Robogobo, and yeah, that water park is gonna be
Fantastic.
in it on TV. So yeah, I'm proud of that. Yeah.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Very good. I have
Mm.
now a question for you guys about like a personal and fun questions. If you guys could concept art for any IP or universe, what would it be?
Yeah, I have this one.
Okay, good. Okay, you
Yeah,
can go.
there's two IPs that
Get
I really love to have done something for them. One of them is the Yakuza series because
Oh,
I love
okay.
the Yakuza series.
Yes.
I'm really big fan. I've played everything and something like that, and I love the world and the things. But there's one game that
Mm.
I believe that have everything to looks like Animus Game Studio is Alan Wake,
Mhm.
because I've played Alan Wake 2, and I think the mix of the storytelling in the dark universe, that's something really one day reach, and that level. I believe you understand, because they have the feeling and you put inside the game, and have this mix with the cinematics, and I believe this is something like me who works with short movies we want to bring for games. So I believe Alan Wake 2 is the IP I really want to reach and do something like that.
Amazing, man, amazing, amazing. And it's strange how people
All right.
they discriminate Alan Wake too. Like people say that other games they have like awesome graphics, but sometimes I don't see people commenting about Alan Wake 2. And for me, Alan Wake 2, it's
I love it. Sorry.
like it's one
I
of the
really like
games that really show what is the what the new generation is about. You know, Alan Wake 2 is
Yeah.
beautifully done, amazingly done, very good example, man. I hope one day you can receive a call from Remedy and they are like, hey Douglas, you can work for us, come on, man. Who knows, maybe
I
this
think it
podcast
runs.
Who knows?
helps, so yeah.
It
And
sounds like it runs in your veins too. That's by what you're
Yeah.
saying.
anyway,
Amazing,
Andrea, what
amazing.
is the
Love
IP
it, man.
for you, man?
Uh, let's see. I think it would be definitely Crash Bandicoot, like what they did
Oh, amazing.
recently. Uh, I'm very visual. Like sometimes it's not for me about the gameplay, but about the art. Like I know, like this can be something. But yeah, Rayman Legend, like what they did too with Rayman was beautiful. Spyro, and I guess Nintendo along the line of that like art styles.
Amazing,
So
yes.
yeah,
You have told a lot of games that
yeah,
are very colorful, right?
Yeah, very
oh
Like
colorful.
yeah,
I got the
Insomniac
feeling.
with
yeah,
Spyro, and Naughty Dog
yeah.
with the now Activision, right? With Crash Bandicoot. Man, this is
Mm,
amazing, amazing. And Nintendo games, oh my God, like they are so colorful. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah,
It
yeah.
really intrigues me, like how Nintendo
Mm,
can, man, a lot of people have this thinking about Nintendo. Like Nintendo just released Nintendo Switch 2, right? As you guys know,
Yep.
and people
yeah,
today are always comparing graphics, right? And it's incredible how even the Nintendo Switch version, like the version 2 one, not even the OLED, can give you so like a so magical artwork from a game. One of my favorites artwork
yeah.
from Nintendo is a game from Zelda, but
Oh yeah.
the
Mm,
Wind Waker from
The Wind
GameCube.
Waker.
Man, I love that game. I think the art of that game is fantastic. Of course, Tears of the Kingdom and the new ones are awesome as well, but that one
yeah.
because it's all drawn, it feels
Mhm.
like someone was drawing everything. Like, man, it looked like a cartoon. It was amazing, fantastic, and uh, I love the graphics of as well, like the concept art of RPGs like Dragon Quest,
Yeah,
because it is made by one of the most famous artists who has passed away. And I'm sorry for the family and all that, but Akira Toriyama, he was a
Akira
master.
Toriyama. Hmm.
Yes, and
Oh yeah.
what he
Oh my
did
God.
with
Yeah.
Dragon Quest and many other games, it was such a blast. Like my mind, it was amazing. But fantastic example,
Yeah.
man. I think Nintendo is one of the companies that really invest in concept art. You know, I really
Yeah.
think they do that.
Yeah.
Amazing. This
Yeah.
this was fun. I
Yeah.
like this question. Very good. Now, one more personal and fun question. What is the weirdest or the most fun
Mm.
concept people asked you to draw?
At a point, I was doing
Very
concepts for. I'll just because I had one in my head. Like I was doing concept characters from objects of from real life. So you would have a bottle of water, you would have a hamburger, a pizza, whatever you want, and you had to turn that into characters.
Oh,
So eventually, yeah, there was a moment when it was going well, so there was like so many objects, and you would get like the most random things. You could have like a piano, but how do you make a piano into a hero? You know, um, so yeah, that was the spark that I had for the most weirdest.
I can imagine. But it's awesome.
Yeah, it
Awesome.
was fun. What about you,
I
Douglas? Anything?
I really can't remember anything that I think okay, this is really stranger things because just like I mentioned before,
Mm.
I create a lot of creatures. I like to the mix of the things, creatures that you see like a I don't know a floating head with just one eye that bubbles things and those kind of creatures. I don't have something
I
I
think
can
for you the
say.
question is the scariest one then. Like
Yeah,
It sounds weird, but really cool.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, like what was the scariest one then, Douglas?
Yeah.
There's this one on my portfolio because it's a three legs creature that I really like because I make him really disgusting because he have this oiled skin and have the eyes and I believe this one I really like this one. I believe it was one of those creatures I created that I think okay this one looks disgusting. It looks perfect.
Very good, man. Very good. The more disgusting, the more perfect it is, right? So
Yeah, creatures need to be like
I
I,
think
I
for
want to see it.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, don't worry. We get man, this is awesome.
nice.
No, this is awesome. This is awesome. Very good. And what is your favorite type of subject to draw? Like, do you guys prefer to draw characters, environments, props, or something else?
Mm,
yeah. For me, this lesson before
Douglas.
is creatures, mixed things. I believe I was playing Silent Hill 2, and
Oh yeah.
when I saw those creatures, I said, this looks good. It looks bizarre, and the pieces doesn't quite fit. And for me, it's always the creatures. I believe they are in your nightmares and in your dreams. They're mixed things. I really like those kind of creatures.
Fantastic. And you, Andrea, what
Uh,
is it for you?
I'm thinking about creatures, and about what you're
Sorry.
saying, like Silent Hill. So no, I like it. I love it too. My go-to would be. It was for a very long time characters. Like, yeah, I just love different types of people and body shapes and hairstyles. No, I think it's really fun and really you can make it really expressive. That's like what I'm into. But eventually, recently, got into painting. Um, so yeah, nowadays I'm just trying to draw any simple object and then paint it. Yeah, so eventually I can take this to cartoons and stylized art, which is what I love. Yeah.
Fantastic. Very good.
Mm.
And talking about the industry right now, like the current industry, what is a game that you looked at it and you say, "Oh, this is a masterpiece"?
Mm.
Probably I know
Uh,
Douglas' answer,
You know?
but just
no,
Yeah.
there's something I have played. For me, sorry guys, but the GOT of the year It's the Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
Okay.
That game for me is every time you stop and see the environment, it looks like a canvas painted with watercolors. The combat system, everything looks amazing. The music, I want a LP, a vinyl of their music. For me, it's a masterpiece. It's really really amazing. I don't know if you guys have already the chance to play it, but
Yeah.
I I can say it's one of the must play in games needs, even for much more for artists, because the game looks amazing. Looks amazing.
No,
It's
but it
What's it
is.
called again, Douglas? Sorry,
Clair
didn't
Obscur.
catch the
Uh,
name.
Clair
Claire Squirrel.
Obscur.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, Expedition 33. Looks
Hmm.
amazing.
nice.
Yeah, the environment and everything. You just stop and you see a wallpaper. It's very beautiful. And the music, I can say at least one day of my week, I need to hear, because it's so beautiful and very the composition and everything. Really like it.
Yes. No, it's fantastic. We have here some
Nice.
person say
Nice.
that Neva Games is beautiful. Yes. Ekaterina Anderson. She's saying that the
Oh
Neva
yeah,
games are beautiful. Yes. Neva is it's a very beautiful game. Like
it
talking
is. It
about,
is
yes. Very well
very
remembered,
abstract. Well,
Ekaterina.
no.
Very well said. Fantastic. Neva is something that
Yeah.
caught my attention. Very good. And for you,
Mm.
Andrea, what is the game that you see and you say, "Oh, this is the masterpiece right now"?
Um, I really like Cuphead. Like I really enjoyed yeah, the visuals, the gameplays. I'm not too much of an expert on the side, but definitely again like the visuals, the exaggerations, and how they were able to translate an art style that is not very recent. Like how they were able to do that into what they did, I think is a it's a masterpiece. Yeah, they even
Yeah.
went back to traditional animators or drawing in paper and then taking this into nowadays. I think it's great. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Cuphead is
really,
something
really
that,
Cuphead is very
yes,
beautiful.
it
The
is.
animations are amazing.
long. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
way they
The
do
villains and
things,
everything is so good.
it's really
Yeah,
amazing. The way they do things and all that, I think it's really fantastic.
yeah,
Very good, very
yeah.
good. Guys, this
Yeah.
has been a fantastic conversation, about art and concept art. We had fun. I hope you that are watching, you had a lot of fun watching it. We had a great time here talking. Me, Douglas, Andrea. Okay, we had a very good conversation here. I will run here. Let me
Yeah.
see if we have any more questions. On YouTube, it's fine. Twitch is fine. LinkedIn is fine. So now for the finals, okay, Douglas, feel free to talk about your work, your social medias and all that. Put yourself out to the world there, my friend.
Oh, okay. If you guys want to
Mhm.
talk more about art, game industry, talking about pipelines, you guys can reach me on my LinkedIn. You just look for Douglas Coelli. I don't believe you will find many Douglas Coelho por aí for all the world. You can reach me out from my Instagram. I'm involved in a lot of other things. I'm involved with the guys of Indie Hero, talking about helping everyone is starting the industry. I believe this is just like someone who has in the industry. We can help people start. Guys don't get too much of the sad way of the AI. Keep fighting, keep working, creating, because artists we all need, we all be needy in the world. And you guys can reach me through through my social medias, and I always open and freely to talk about all the art.
Fantastic. And you, Andrea, put yourself out to the world,
Mm,
man. Talk about your
mm.
job. You guys are fantastic.
So yeah, basically you can find me through my website. I have my own website, andreacappa.org. Same on LinkedIn and Instagram. I'm constantly on these platforms. And of course, if anybody wants to reach out and any type of guidance, I think we've all been there in this situation. So if we can give back, like in some way, to somebody that has questions or needs some help, definitely open to this. So yeah, no, thank you so much, Rafael, for this time.
I am the one to thank you guys. Like it's so
Mm,
fantastic to have you guys here. You know, people that have all the expertise that you have. You know, people that work with art and all this is so good, so fun. It was a fantastic conversation.
yeah,
I am so glad. I have learned so much. You know, I think that I learn more and more every time. I have already shared your website, Andrea, in all the social medias that we are presenting the live stream of the
so thank you.
podcast. I have already shared
Thanks
your
a lot.
social medias too, Douglas. Okay,
Thanks,
for
Rafael.
everybody to see. And please, guys, feel
Thank
free
you.
to
Yeah.
go reach out to them. Okay, make questions. And if you need something, please reach out at Mundo Gamer Jobs, Mundo Gamer TV, Mundo Gamer Network. We are here always, every Friday, with a new topic with a new podcast for you guys about the game industry. So one more time, this was the one and only podcast about the game industry that we have. This is a global podcast. I hope you have had a very good time. I hope we have achieved all the questions that you had. Okay, and I'm very happy to do this. So thank you very much, and I see you in the next episode. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, Rafael. Thank you for having us.
Very good.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Very good. Bye bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.